Nowadays, when you hear people talk about getting grounded, you're probably thinking about putting your bare feet on the ground. Now, I do that and it does help, but in this video, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about getting grounded anywhere in under 60 seconds without putting your bare feet on the ground. Anxiety and overwhelm comes from focusing on things that are outside of your control. That's when fear starts to come up. But the thing is, you can focus on things that you can control. When you do this, your nervous system is going to calm down. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 key habits you can do to calm your nervous system and ground yourself in under 60 seconds. If this doesn't work for you after doing it for 7 days, that means you need a deeper level of clarity. And I have some other videos on my YouTube channel that you can check out to get a deeper level of clarity, because this is more of a check-in and a grounding of your nervous system so you can come back to center. But if you need a deeper level of clarity, go ahead and check those videos out. The first key habit that you can start to develop right now when you feel overwhelmed creeping up is to ask yourself, what can you control right now? What is in your power that you can control in this moment? A lot of times, that's usually your breath. You can control your breath. You also can redirect yourself on your thoughts. If you're starting to spiral out, we can pause and redirect ourselves. Instead of saying what if in the negative light, we can say what if in a positive light, and start to push yourself to think positively. What if it does work out better than I'm thinking right now? What does it even look like? Start to daydream about that. Come up with scenarios on that aspect of things. Key habit number 2 is to actually take action on that thing. So you're going to breathe. We're going to pause and we're going to breathe. I tell you a lot in my videos about how when we need to calm our nervous system down, when you exhale, you make it longer than the inhale. If you need to wake yourself up and give yourself more energy, you're going to inhale and exhale very fast. But for us to calm down, we need to exhale slowly. I'm going to exhale slowly as I'm walking across this water right now, these rocks that are a little wobbly. I'm going to exhale slowly, calm my nervous system down. That's that fear, that fight or flight, and remind myself what is in my control right now. I can pause, look around, see what's in my control, and then take action on it. The third step is to make it a habit. You want to make it a habit. So you want to do it for a period of time. And once you do it for that period of time, now it's going to become more natural to you. So that whenever these times do come up to where you're starting to feel stressed and overwhelmed, you know how to pause. You know what to go to in your mind mentally, that mental vision, that picture you have, because now you've done it a few times. You know what that looks like. What if it does go right? We can also control our emotions. You're starting to spiral out. I feel fear. I feel anxiety. I feel these other emotions that I don't want to feel. I'm not going to focus on those. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to calm myself down. I'm going to think of that mental image, that positive mental image. And then I'm going to come up with a story, a positive story about what could happen if it all goes right and what that looks like. What is that fairy tale? Why do we stop ourselves from daydreaming about that? But we can daydream all day long about the fear and what could go wrong. It's so hard for us to think about what could go right. So this is your time to exercise those thoughts and those skills, and to make it a habit so that it comes naturally to you, so that you don't have to think about it all the time. Like I said, it just comes naturally to you. So when those times come up, it's easily going to just automatically trigger those new thoughts, those new habits. And it's just going to be more natural. You're going to see your anxiety calm down, and then you can just move forward with more clarity and more confidence. For me, when work is overwhelming, you have like meetings, you have things popping up, you got to make decisions at the last minute. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's kind of frustrating sometimes. And you go to spiral out because you're feeling very overwhelmed and you haven't eaten yet and all these other things. And so I like to pause, ask what's most important right now. My mental health is. So I'm going to take a break. I may take a walk outside and collect myself and refocus again on what I can control. Whatever the thing is that I need to do in that moment to calm those thoughts down. And then I start to think, what if it's actually gonna go better than I can imagine right now? What does it even look like? And so then I just start daydreaming about that. And that's gonna change my emotions. I'm gonna move from these lower emotions that are gonna pull me down, like anxiety, fear, stress, and worry. And I'm gonna go into some higher emotions that's gonna pull me up. And that's more like hope, love. I'm gonna move from a place of love, What does that look like? Okay, take for example, this big circle is everything that you can't control, right? All of that is everything you can't control. In here are things that you can control. Okay, it may not be a whole lot, but you still can control this. Your breathing, you can redirect your thoughts. We can take ourselves out of that environment, even for a moment, go to the bathroom, take a break, go outside, whatever that thing is. This is what you can control. Instead of focusing on this, which is so big and overwhelming, let's focus on this. There is power in the now. Good book to read, Power of the Now by Eckhart Tolle. Okay? And when you understand this, you're going to be more present. You're going to understand what you can control, and that's going to calm your nervous system down. This is also about coming to center. When you come to center, you remember what is important. So with the power of the now is coming back to center, realizing what's important and what you can control, and we focus on there, okay? And we don't worry about this because we can't control any of that right now. So at this point, you're going to move from fear, all this scattered, anything could happen thoughts. You're going to move from fear into control, into your body, into the present moment. Out here is all your emotions swirling around in the ethers, and you're picking up information from other people and other places, and it's all coming into your field. But if you come back to center, this is what you can control in the moment. This is what's most important right now. The only thing that matters right now is making sure you're safe, making sure you're calm, and that you will survive another day. So your mental health and your well-being. So come back to center. Remember who you are and what you're doing. Take your break when you need to. And then we can address these other things and start clearing them out. So go back and watch some of my other videos about gaining clarity. And we're going to eliminate some of these other thoughts to clear space so that you can make more space for the things that you can control, what matters most, and what's actually going to pour back into you and not take away from you. You can't control everything, but we can control some things. So we want to practice this 3-2-1 method. So we're going to notice 3 things: our breath. These are our different senses. What do we smell? What are we hearing? What are we seeing? 3 things. And then you're going to pause and breathe. We're going to exhale slowly. And then we're going to do one thing that we can control. In the comments below, let me know if you tried this 3-2-1 method and how did it help you. And until next time, remember to smile, breathe, and then go out and do something that will bring you joy. Laugh, dance, sing, whatever that thing is that will bring you some joy. And as always, remember to shine on.